And we are live.
Hello, everyone.
Wait.
Let's get ready to meme.
And boom. Go for it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special and very live episode of your favorite podcast, Four Yanks, One Aussie. I will be your host today. My name is Cassidy Sargent. Joining me, the Australian sensation, Mr. NATO J. How are you?
Hello, good day, all.
Also joining us, everyone's soft boy, Mr. Sam Atherton.
G'day, all.
Mr. Jersey Turnpike himself, Andrew Street.
What up?
And someone whose safety we pray for each and every day, Elmer Guardado.
My blood will be on your hands.
Oh, yep, our first live episode. That's how we're going with. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, man, you gotta start bold. You gotta make threats towards your own life at the beginning, and then you can only go uphill from there.
Exactly.
Van Aiken knows what I'm talking.
Then people want to tune in for the rest of the episode.
Right.
See if you make
Depending
it.
on how good of an episode this is, I heard that Blessing is going to eat more peppers.
Ooh.
He's definitely
Did
gonna.
anyone actually watch him do this?
Yeah, I snipped it all out as well.
All right, give me the breakdown.
So no, like I don't think Blessing is actually really a spicy dude in general. So when he had them, he was like literally dying on stream. Like he nearly had to run off and go to the toilet. It was.
You know what kind of peppers?
Szechuan, I think maybe it was.
No, they Serrano peppers.
Serrano.
Oh, that's nothing. What a soft little baby.
Yeah, those
boy.
aren't even that hot.
Yeah.
I cook with those like for steak. Like that shit's good.
Yeah, it's good.
While we're on the topic of Blessing, please remember to follow our friends OKBeast on Twitter at OKBeastNow. Obviously, you are probably watching their stream, twitch.tv/OKBeastNow. And most importantly, please make sure to donate to Extra Life. We are raising money for the quote-unquote big, beautiful kids. The link is on the overlay, or you can find it at their Twitter, again, at OKBeastNow. NATO.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy? How was your week?
I'm doing good. Summer. Well, like we're not into summer months yet, but summer is hitting in Australia. Like it is so warm. It's getting about like 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment. Like it's still probably about 82 degrees right now, and it's 11:20 at night as we record.
80 Fahrenheit.
Yeah. I do.
Does it get humid in Australia, or is it just?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
dry
It's super humid in my room right now. Even though I've been running an aircon all day, which usually dries out a place, like it is super humid at the moment. So, it's killing me. It's killing me. But apart from that, like, I'm feeling warm and juicy. And yeah, just work's been normal. Yeah, I haven't really been up to much. I'm sorry for the live episode. I should have done something awesome this week, but I haven't.
I went bungee jumping.
Yeah.
Boy.
Sammy, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. Work has been pretty crazy. But other than that, having a good time, doing my thing. I have one funny story. I don't know where else to put it. But we're gonna put it here.
Whip it out.
I will.
No, you can't do that anymore.
I mean, the
sorry,
story.
Twitch.
You gotta read
Here
the
come my
news.
nipples.
Yeah, I would prefer if
no,
you guys were a bit
so-
more contextual.
So I was on the train, I think maybe Wednesday morning, and I was just trying to listen to the Adventure Zone, and I'm standing next to this guy who is Jamaican, drunk, and probably homeless, and he
Those are
like
probably the
starts
three best things to
yelling
be.
yeah,
Top
he
three.
starts yelling at
Irie.
me for being white, and he's like, "You fucking white nationalist," and I was like, "Oh man, I don't know what to do
This
here."
accent's helping your case.
I'm like the only. You know what? No, I was like the only white person on the train, and I was like, I
Who's
don't
that
have any of my
Nazi that they
brothers out.
punched, Sam?
Richard
Richard
Spencer?
Spencer.
Richard Spencer. I feel like now don't get offended here.
But you love-
Don't get offended here.
I feel like
It's
you
the
guys have
hair.
similar hair.
yeah. Well, you look like
Yeah.
every bad guy in Wolfenstein 2.
You know what? I don't think they're that bad at guys. No.
Oh.
Hey, there's
Oh,
some
that-
nice
that
people
might
on both
show.
sides.
Listen, I'm
let me
just- I would've,
definitively
like-
say
Sam
If
would have
you're not, you're a piece of shit.
Wolfenstein was a little less biased.
I just wish they weren't making such a political statement.
Oh,
Oh, but so this guy was like yelling at me for 15 minutes, and all I wanted to do was take my headphone out and be like, I voted for Obama twice, but I didn't. 'Cause I was
so
here for
Elmer, as our like person of color
Oh, no.
on the podcast.
Our resident Nazi
A resident
POC
reporter in the fields. If somebody said that to you, does that give them a free pass? Does the voting for Obama twice get them a free pass? Is that a get out of jail card?
Well, no, because Obama was anti-gay marriage the first time, so
Ooh.
you know.
Plus,
Sam
that's like, I can't be racist. I have a black friend.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
do have a
I know
black-
Blessing. I can't be racist.
That's actually what I say in real life. Everyone's like, "Who the fuck is Blessing?" I'm like, it's a long story, guys.
Elmer, how was your week, buddy?
Pretty good. Weirdly productive. I don't know what happened, but the juices turned on, and I've been doing lots of schoolwork. So not too exciting, but definitely something I needed to do because this has been a really good semester for me. I'm starting to make a graduation plan, which is weird.
Ooh, spicy.
That
yeah.
involves moving out to the East Coast, right?
Potentially. It's on the table. I just need a job. So, wherever that takes me.
If you come, I'll get you a job.
Oh,
I got plenty of farmhand work.
You got a big lawn out there for me?
I run a farm. I mean, I live on a farm.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to O'Fallon, Missouri today, which is where Lexi's family is. So I got to deal with that. They're lovely people, but
That's a positive way to put that.
yeah, no, they're awesome. They've like really been so cool to me. But we're going to LA next week, so this week is like her family. And I'm just really excited to be back in LA, boys. Next time we're recording, I will have either went to LA and came back, or I will have been in my childhood bedroom recording. So
Yeah, you were.
one of the two will happen. So yeah, that's been good. I saw Thor Ragnarok. Good movie. Pretty funny, silly, goofy. And I rewatched John Wick 2 last night. That shit still just fucking slaps, man. That movie is so fucking good. I'm done now.
I haven't seen the second one yet.
No,
Dude, it's good.
I saw
it's more
her.
the
I saw her
first.
on the plane. It was pretty good. It's not as good as the first one because like
Nothing
like,
ever will be.
No,
It's the Kingsman thing.
Yeah, but it's also they try and do it too they trying too much to top the first one, and it kind of brings it down just a little bit because they're trying to do that. But apart from that, it's good.
Yeah. I think the problem, the Kingsman 1 and John Wick 1, like they you could tell they were made in a vacuum where they didn't think they would get sequels.
Yeah.
So they worried on having a tight story, and that's where movies, once they try to open up, like we usually get fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm just I'm trying to keep up with the so we can stay relevant with the extra life news here. Nate, are you watching Neo Yokio at some point soon?
Yes, next weekend.
Yes.
The fuck did you just
Oh my
call?
god, I can't wait.
Yeah, me and
Thank you,
Ian are going to be doing we haven't figured out the details yet, but it's probably going to involve me and him just Google Hangout and then just telling people when we're about to start Neo Yokio and then just playing it and watching it along with us because me and
Both
Ian
go to the store.
Yeah.
You both buy a Toblerone. You sit down.
So here, I mean, Ian is a nice boy. Ian doesn't deserve this. Ian's nice. He's a kind young
someone
man.
describes this anime to me.
It's not an it's not an anime. It's a cartoon.
What's the difference?
One of those guys, huh?
Well, no, it's
an anime is if it was made
no
in the northern hemisphere.
no.
Rugrats, is that an anime?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the best anime.
That's an anime.
It's Animanu.
Lady Phantom?
Yeah.
It's actually pronounced anime. Please.
Andrew Street, how was your week, buddy?
Thank you.
How you doing?
Was good. We're living in the best timeline here, gentlemen. We got some stories to share. I won't go into it now, but I would say like Elmer, my week was pretty productive. Got a lot of stuff done. I've got a video in the works, right? some of you might look back on history and remember the video that exposed Cassidy Sargent for who he truly was. And I have something in the works about somebody on this show.
Oh
No,
no.
I won't tell you who it is, but let's just say it involves some great people, some very fine people
That you're collaborating
on
with
both sides.
are on board for this video.
Oh, good. That means it doesn't sound like it's like me then.
Some very fine people. We'll see.
See, we're not going to get taken down by other channels, by other groups. We are going to kill ourselves from the inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not
Okay.
breeding a war within so I can rise to power, then am I doing it right?
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, that reminds me. I did. You guys know what I'm talking about, but if you're curious why Alex Van Aken is a fucking joke of a human being, go on my Twitter and look at my pinned tweet.
Oh, Elmer, I have something to tell you about this.
Oh, okay. What do you got? Break it to me.
So,
Can I provide context first, or do you want to?
so last night during this OK Beast live stream,
Right.
I brought up your diss track about
Uh-huh.
how you dunked on Van Aken.
Pretty hard.
Yeah, and Van Aken is scared. He said he's making a song. I don't believe him.
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
even sure he knows how to
No.
play an instrument.
No,
No.
he's a fake.
I've never seen
he's a
him
fake
sing
musician.
in our entire lives.
Nah, he uses the instrument to get a wife, and then he didn't actually ever use it. That's all.
Exactly. it's just
One
fake.
time he uploaded a video of him singing, and it was nice. In the corner, you can see he has the TI auto-tune app open on his phone.
Wow.
Ooh.
Fucking exposed.
Exactly.
But so you know who's getting in on this is Blessing. Told me that
Yeah,
he's writing and dropping.
So he's got a
Diss track.
ghostwriter, or no? Oh, he's doing his own one.
He's saying he's doing his own writing.
What is Blessing even doing? Like, he's not involved. All right, so let's break it down. All right, so for Extra
Break it
Life,
down.
we decided to team up with Team OK Beast because they're great. Some of them. Actually, one of them. I
Ian.
like Ian quite
Yeah,
a bit.
Ian. That's about it.
Yeah,
What a good
but-
boy.
Yeah, just a great. Ian's the Japanese dude we had on our show once. And he's not actually Japanese. He's pretty fucking white, but he lives in Japan. And Alex Van Aken, you know him, the Disney Channel body shame kiddo.
Yeah.
He's been on our show.
Also known as
a couple times.
Al Grills.
Yeah, Al Grills.
girls?
That
And
was-
Blessing, he's been on our show once, and it's always when Cassidy's not on.
yeah.
So I don't know what that says. Have I seen them in the same room at the same time ever? No.
I've heard there's some pretty big white extremists up in Portland. So
Yeah.
I do have to say though.
Hold
I
on,
have
I
to-
need
let's
to
just move on
paint
from
the
that
picture. All right. So Alex has been talking shit on our content for the longest time.
Yeah.
And recently he pushed us too
That's
far.
not the context of this, but okay.
Yeah, he's been talking shit forever, dude. That's why he always gets called out on our show.
All right.
So I
think that's what
decided
it is.
to dunk back, and I wrote a diss track about him, and I put it on Twitter. So go see that. Thank you.
And let me just say right now, Blessing, if you get involved with this, you are going to regret it in a major way.
yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
remember
okay.
Macklemore?
Damn, that's a
You are going to
threat.
bring thunder down on you like you can never imagine.
Speaking of
Stay out of
Macklemore
this.
actually brought Blessing's life down.
Yeah.
Remember he fell through a table or something
Yeah.
in front of Macklemore.
That's
so-
That's
about
right.
Blessing. Like
Fell
he
through the table.
he used to be like thrift shop Macklemore, you know?
Yeah.
Like pretty hot on the charts, making money.
What?
But lately he's just been going down and down and down. And if he tries to fucking dunk on me, he's gonna be white privilege too, Macklemore. The one no one gives a fuck about.
I like that song.
I do have
You
to.
don't want-
We have to give a shout out. Alex has a very good sense of humor. I feel like you need a specific sense of humor to get
Us.
He's
to
friends
deal
with us.
to deal with the amount of jokes we throw out there, and Alex has got it. And he always comes back
He's
with
good
good
there.
shit. Even his simple videos. That video where he made a video in response to Elmer saying that he was gonna get dunked on. And it was basically a 2-minute long video. 1 minute and 50 seconds of it was him not acknowledging the camera and ordering McDonald's at the drive-thru. And then at the end saying that he will bury you.
No, dude, the shit that got me is that so that video took me like an hour to fucking produce,
yeah.
right? And then I'm like, all right, you know how I'm gonna unwind? I'm gonna play some Overwatch with my boys.
Yeah.
And me, Andrew, Sam, and shout out to Robert Mecki, my homie. We're all playing fucking Overwatch. And then we hear like the Discord sound, like someone joined our chat, but we all ignored it. We assumed like someone fell out.
Yeah.
And then when we go check the Discord chat, I noticed that it was Alex, and Alex has been sitting there silent for like 10, 15 minutes. And then I said, like, Alex, what the fuck are you doing here? And he just does like the craziest like clown laugh and leaves. And that's it. That's the kind of man we're dealing with.
He's gonna kill you one day. Like
He's. I do. Melissa really enjoyed the thread. I showed it to her and she was dying. Especially the start of Elmer's diss track. Is it Clay Aiken or is it Alex Van Aiken or Idol Clay Aiken? Fucking lost it.
Shout out to that was all Andrew.
God.
I've never made that connection in my life.
But like speaking of like stalkers and like serial killers and all that, Andrew, we've been on this bit for a while, but I really want to hear this story from like you.
It was a good transition.
You gotta know.
There is.
That was a nice segue.
My week was good, thanks. So Andrew,
someone has to get fucked every
tell
week.
us about your week
every
highlights.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
want to
let's
wind us
alright.
back to the start.
context here.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I have a father.
Yes. Hopefully.
He's a larger gentleman.
He's
larger,
a
like a
no.
tank.
He's
no,
a brick.
I'm a
shit-
larger gentleman.
Yeah, he's a brick shit
Dad
house.
does CrossFit and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He-
my
he's
dad
a-
is like
he's a
he's like a law enforcement officer, retired Marine. He's like a bodybuilder now.
Yeah.
I know he was a retired
His
Marine.
his car scrapes the ground as it drives because it has so many like chains and ropes and concrete balls in the back. You're laughing, Sam, but I was there when he was loading up that car, and it's like it's bottoming it out.
Yeah, NATO helped him load the car.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy whose daughter you don't want to date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So-
very true.
Fuck with
He
Paisley.
teaches
You fuck
he
with
teaches
me.
his class down at a county park near my house, and so he works out there every day. And in this park is a public restroom.
Yeah.
It's pretty old and like kind of messed up. And so in the past they've busted people there for doing some like pretty shady shit, like recording kids and stuff like that. So
Jesus.
my dad, he has to use the bathroom. So him and his friends are working out down there. He goes and goes to the bathroom. While he's using the urinal, out of the corner of his eye, he sees a light coming through a hole in the wall next to him that is like next. The wall is of the stall.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "What the fuck?" and puts his finger through the hole. A risky move, if I might add.
Oh my god, that's insane. Because what if
There might have been a
Chuck
mouth on the other end of that.
Exactly. What if Chuck just discovered a glory hole? And
Oh,
someone just started sucking on his
Jesus.
finger like that?
that's probably what that hole really was used for initially.
Oh,
Like I'm
no.
pinning it. Yeah.
So he puts his finger through this hole, and a cell phone falls to the ground. And my dad's like,
Oh.
"What the fuck?" and kicks the cell phone across the floor. He
Hell
then
yeah.
starts banging on the wall, telling the guy who's in there to get out. And he's like, "You're a pervert. Get the fuck out here."
Dude,
And so the guy's like, "No, I'm in here. I'm using the bathroom." And so my dad's like, "Okay, I can't just keep banging on this wall. Let me go get my phone, call the police."
so he
so
would have
he-
just kicked the door down. He probably could have taken that door easy.
Well,
He
he's
is
like,
the
I don't
police.
want to, go in there and like
He
assault somebody.
No, it's not assault if you're a cop.
I think
Especially
that's
in especially
goes
in
and gets his-
America.
Goes and gets his phone, tells his friends to go take a picture of the car that they saw the dude come out of.
Yeah.
So they're doing that. He calls the police. They're waiting for the police to come. He's like standing outside the building just in case this guy tries to escape.
Yeah.
So now so I was talking to him last night trying to get the full context.
This
of
is
how he
now
was
this
feeling.
is now a heist as well. Like he's outside waiting for this dude.
So see, at this point though, my dad has started to second guess himself. He's like,
Oh.
"What if I just called the police and I'm wrong? This man was
Right.
doing
It, does,
nothing wrong."
it doesn't matter.
So
You gotta
the
do it.
police come, right? 2 cars pull up, and my dad goes to meet them. During this point, the guy leaves the bathroom and makes a run for his car.
He bolts.
Idiot.
What?
Just then,
And can we describe
more-
what this guy looked like? This guy is not bolting anywhere.
no, he's a heavy set man.
We
So he
found
was
we
not
found
getting
the
anywhere
post on
fast.
Rest records, so we know
He
he looks-
lumbers. He doesn't bolt. Okay.
So as he's running to his car, like 4 more cop cars show up, and they like surround him. And I sent you guys a picture of the white car that he was driving, surrounded by police cars. I think in total they sent like 6 cars. So they surround him, and they start, they cuff him and are talking to him, and we're asking him like what he was doing, and he's saying nothing, and basically like they were like, what's on your phone? Show us like all your shit. If you don't, we're gonna get a warrant anyway.
Yeah.
And like you're gonna go to jail. And he was like, I'm not showing anything until there's a warrant. So they're like, okay, the prosecutor's on his way.
Oh wow!
We're getting
God.
I didn't know that he could even
You
do it that
fucked with
fast.
the wrong guy, man.
That was the
Seriously.
thing. Is like, I don't think there could have been a worse guy for you to do this to. So
Fucking
my dad's explaining to the police. He's like, I think this guy was recording me taking a piss. He's like, kids use that bathroom. I think he records them. He's here a lot. Like my dad's seen this guy before.
Yeah.
And so the cops are like, okay. They put him in the car, arrest him. My dad's like, I want to do a sweep of the bathroom.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, we'll go with you.
Yes.
So my dad's like, okay, my daughter uses the women's room here. So like, I want to go in there, make sure there's no shady business in there, no holes, nothing.
Right,
So the cops go in with my dad. They're like sweeping the walls, investigating here.
No way.
So during all of this, I'm at home. I had gotten home from work. I'm home. My mom is home, and she is pissed. She has no idea what's going on. She's like, "Where is your father?"
He's saving the world, Mom.
So she's like, "I want to eat dinner, but we're waiting for him."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Okay, has he called?" And she's like, "No." Then he calls, and he gives like an answer where he's like, "I have to give a statement to the police. I'm gonna be home in a little while." And so then my mom's like, "What do you mean you're giving a statement to the police? What's going on? Why are you getting involved in everything?" My dad's like, "I can't talk right now. I gotta go."
I love your
Hey,
impression of
hangs
your
up.
own fucking mother.
So my mom's pissed. She thinks he's getting involved in bullshit and starting drama and
Yeah.
like, calling the police on people. So like now I'm thinking, I know what's going on at this point. I'm thinking, and I had already told Melissa, I was like, I think my dad busted somebody at the bathroom down there recording people.
How
Yeah.
did you know this?
Because my dad has brought it up in the past that he sees them doing this.
Oh,
So
okay.
like, I assumed that was what was going on. But when he came home and told me that he was getting recorded, I fucking lost it.
It really
So-
kicks it up a notch.
So he comes home, he explains this whole story to us, and
Yeah.
I'm losing it. Just because it's like this is the worst person
You could have
you could
filmed.
have done this to.
Like, God.
So
Your
he's
dad just
explaining
looks
the
so
story.
goddamn menacing and intimidating.
Yes.
You know, like I don't know why anyone would think it would be like worth the risk in this situation.
I know. So
Definitely not
my
worth
dad's
it.
he comes home, he's explaining the story to us. We're all fucking losing. I'm like, I can't wait to tell literally everybody that knows you this story, because this is the best.
Like, it's such
So-
a serious topic, but like, you cannot not laugh of it because it's your dad. Like, of all
Yeah.
people. Like, God.
He's just so jacked.
Yeah, he's
So-
just a mountain of a man.
So flash forward to the next day, I'm at work, and I get a push from the news place by us,
Yeah.
and there's the man that was recording my dad in the article, and this is where it gets serious. This is where it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
It goes into like how this man had got arrested for recording another man at the park, and like all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But they got a warrant for his phone,
Yeah.
and they found that he had been recording other people, and that he also had porn with underage kids in it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So like
Yup.
now they were like, we fucking got you.
Yo,
Fucking
your
comedy show.
dad cleaning up
He's a
the
hero.
Seriously.
Dude,
That's
he's
like a real
the
life
fucking
vigilante.
McGruff the crime dog.
Oh my god.
But-
So Andrew, how good is your relationship with your father? Like when he's telling you this, are you allowed to physically lose it?
Yeah, I
Oh.
I heard him. I was in my room. I heard him come home and say that the guy was recording him, and I went out. So at first I went out there and I was like, "Oh, did you go all to catch a predator on them?" And he was like, no, they were recording me, and I fucking lost it. I was like, this is the best thing ever. So now it's all been a bunch of peeping Tom jokes about him. Like, he did something yesterday, and I was like, oh, I guess you're a changed man now.
It's so funny because like your dad just literally like stopped like a massive criminal, yet you just can't not make fun of him for that though. For the scenario that like occurred for him to catch this person. God.
Yeah. That's why we're living in the best timeline.
What a hero. We're gonna have to work on a superhero name for him. You know?
Yeah,
I like Peeping
Joke.
Tom as a superhero name.
Yeah.
Peeping
So.
Tom.
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll workshop that one a little bit.
Sam and NATO, just really quick, like,
Yeah.
you guys have actually met Mr. Street.
Yes.
Like, does it live up to the hype?
Oh, fuck yes. God, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, Andrew knows. Like, I was out there helping him with his CrossFit stuff, just bonding. I was like, I wanted to know Chuck Street. I didn't care about Andrew once I
NATO
got
and
there.
Sam saw two different sides.
Yeah.
yeah.
My dad. NATO saw him loading CrossFit stuff. Sam was there early on a Sunday morning while my dad was baking cupcakes.
Yeah, and let me tell you,
Dude, what a renaissance man.
he was making that frosting, and I've never been more scared in my life. Like, I thought at any time he could take that under and like shove it down my throat and blend my throat.
God.
What
No,
a
but
beautiful
he's
story.
He
Holy
seemed like a
shit.
good guy.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I did love the
Jesus.
story of him telling about you when you were a kid, like with the disabled girl in your street, like how you just wanted to be best friends with her, and like just your dad telling that
What?
story. That was the best. Have you
What?
told that story on here?
We're gonna need more context
All
for
right,
that.
yeah, well,
It was like my dad, when I was a kid, where my dad grew up, his parents still lived in this town, and I used to go visit them. And when I would go, there was like a girl she only had one arm. And so like everybody would like everybody like sort of ignored her because like all the other kids were like kind of weirded out. But like I kind of liked the girl. I thought she was pretty cool. So I was like always trying to hang out with her. And like I didn't even understand, like I was so little that like I didn't even understand the whole not having an arm thing.
You don't see arms.
Like, everybody has no arms in my mind.
oh no.
Yeah, my
Well,
dad likes to
speaking of
talk-
Andrew Street, I have another Andrew Street story here. So one of our quote unquote stretch goals on the donation, again, the link is on the overlay if you would like to donate, is that Andrew has to change his Twitter name. And so that sent me into a look into Andrew's past, specifically an old Twitter handle that he provided to us. At Street Were You At?
Wrong word.
And
So can we get a
And,
context of where this came from at first,
Oh,
before we go too far
so
down?
that's really it.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at this Twitter handle and I was like, all right, he's following 19 people.
Yeah.
Let me see who he's following.
Yes, tell me what a
shit.
young Andrew Street is
Yes, hit me
following.
with it. I want to know.
So Ashton Kutcher, obviously, right? everybody
Had
was
to help you get to
following
a million.
A+K.
Why is that relevant?
Andrew loves a good
That's
punk.
70s show?
He loves a good
He had
punk.
like the Twitter account back in the day.
Yeah.
Really?
A+K. I think he was the first person to 1 million followers.
I don't even remember that.
Yanks1Aussie.com/year-wrong. Who else? Let me see some other highlights here. Stephen Colbert. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, yeah,
Alright,
political. Well done. well
Veronica
done.
Belmont.
Sorry.
Okay, that's cool. Sarah Bareilles Ellis.
Oh, okay. She covers
Okay.
songs.
she could have
Okay.
wrote you a little song.
Jimmy Eat World.
Oh boy.
Man, I love
And then,
that song in the middle.
Two of my favorites. Serena Williams. We follow 19 people, and one of them is Serena Williams.
Were you a big tennis guy back in the day, Andrew?
Oh man, this is like when I created the account and it was like, here's some people you should follow.
What?
Yeah, don't
how old
fucking
are you?
try.
I can't even say that I knew who Serena Williams was or Stephen Colbert when I made that Twitter account.
This is my personal favorite, Paula Abdul. I'm not sure what the context is for that. Maybe you were a big American Idol fan.
So I've been trying to get that Twitter account taken down. I don't know the password for
It's
it.
got a pretty choice profile picture.
Well, all right. Explain the profile picture to us.
It's just a picture of me with long hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is
he's
it
looking
Drew
like Drew
Road
Road.
hair?
Yeah, that's definitely
It's total
Drew
Drew
Road.
Road hair.
Oh
It's
my
definitely Drew Road hair.
God.
Whose man's is that? But yeah, so I hit Twitter support up and I was like, listen, I don't have access to the email that's connected to that account. But like I can prove that that's me.
Look at the wall.
Look at the wall.
I've got that same purple color.
So I think the best thing about that Twitter handle, one, besides the fact that it was hacked and
Yes.
was just posting spam, is that I forgot it existed. And I also used the wrong where in the Twitter handle. And I don't remember if that was like a choice because I couldn't get the other one, or if I just spelt it wrong when I made it.
Oh no.
I feel it's more probably the latter.
Yeah.
but
At
I've done-
street, where are you at?
So I've gone through great lengths to ensure that a lot of the stuff that there was some stuff that friends of mine had found early in high school from middle school, like a blog that I wrote.
Oh my god.
And it was basically it was a blog like about how I don't fit in.
Oh.
Nobody.
It
was
boy.
brutal. Like, I'm just cringing thinking about what I wrote in this blog.
I'm 14 and this is deep.
And it was really deep, but it was awfully written. So many. I didn't never prove my- So it was like all grammatical errors. It was the wrong fucking uses of words.
Oh.
And my friend found this one time and posted it. And I was like, this could never be seen ever again by anybody. So I had to
Did
go
you
through
scrub it or is it
Oh,
out
I
there?
scrubbed it. I fucking I had to email blogger support and be like, "Oh, get that shit down now."
Please God.
Was it? I have a guess that it was. Was it Gavish? I think he found it.
I think Mike might have found it. Either
Okay.
Mike or this kid Dan, who we're no longer friends with.
You don't have a
Oh.
friend named Gavish. That's not
His
a real
name. His name is Robert Vishka, but we just call him Gavish.
Okay.
Sounds like you bully this kid.
They were trying to explain it to me at the party, and I really didn't get it. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well,
There you go. Well, so you know what I'm doing after this?
What?
what are you doing?
Doing something very Portland. Amber got us tickets to go take this class,
Yes.
and it's an archery and mindfulness class.
What?
What?
Why are those two things in the
Yeah,
same
why?
sentence?
That's
So we got the email from the lady like 2 days ago, and she's like, "We're gonna do a quick little 40-minute walk through the park.
yeah.
I'm gonna talk about mindfulness and being present and breathing techniques.
And then we're gonna kill a
and then I'm
target
gonna
with
hand
a
out your bows and arrows, and we're gonna fucking shoot some targets."
So, Cass,
Dude, that mindfulness shit is legit though.
is it?
If you breathe right, you can change anything.
Well, that's true.
I mean, you're
Like
not
the
lying, dude.
election
That is
results.
literally the most Portland thing I've ever fucking heard in my life.
So we're gonna put on our fucking flannels, and we're gonna go out into the rain and work on our breathing and loose some arrows.
You're gonna get some Blue Star donuts on the
Oh,
way
yeah.
there.
Yeah, go get some Blue Star.
So,
Cassie,
Cass,
New Jersey's going the way of Portland,
Oh, tell me.
and we're in the process of legalizing marijuana now
Hey, boy.
for
My
recreational use.
dudes.
So your dad's fired up.
dudes.
Yep, dad's
Your
off the
dad showed
chain,
complete support.
off the fucking rails for it. Yeah, we just had our election. You know, we elected a new governor, and he was like, first 100 days, legalize marijuana.
Wow. He's supposed
What
to
a
be a
platform.
good one, right?
it's just a
new
better
governor?
one.
Right.
I think just a better one.
Yeah.
I don't think
I mean,
he's
the
that
bar was
great.
pretty fucking low.
Yeah, the bar was set really low, and both candidates were pretty low. It was sort of like the election. Everybody was like, "I guess we'll vote. I guess we'll vote just because."
Was Chris
we don't want-"
Christie? Was he up for re-election, or was he like
No,
done
he
no
was.
matter
This was
what?
his second term. And I don't know how he got elected twice, but he did.
Because he's just the everyman, dude.
That
He's like John McClane. He's just like you and I.
Well, in the
Chris
beginning, it
Christie
used
is
to be
not like John McClane.
Yeah, nothing like that. He used to be. I'll never forget when everybody was like, he's so New Jersey.
Oh.
He doesn't take anyone's shit.
Yeah.
He says what he means, but he doesn't say what he means. He just yells really loud, and he doesn't let anyone else talk.
That's pretty New Jersey.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, we've been
Oh,
doing a
man.
pod with you for this long. That's pretty much
Yeah.
how it goes.
I'll start
It's
pumping
scary
my
when your
fist.
jersey pops out sometimes, man.
Yeah.
It, like,
I don't realize
legitimately-
it. I always tell the story about when I first met you guys, and I think it was Elmer was like, "Do you talk like that normally?"
Yeah.
But
That
I
was
don't
playing
realize
a
it. Like to
character
me,
for
it's
us.
like I have no accent. I talk like
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
else.
well, I
Like
mean,
when you
that's all
guys
of us.
talk, when Elmer and Cassidy and San talk, it's like, oh, I just think I sound like that.
I think even the three of us have a noticeable like difference in the way we speak. Like Sam does have that fucking steel belt, Michigan.
The Midwestern drawl.
Yeah,
You
you
feel
got
a
it.
little rust belty.
Mine is all fucked up because I'm starting to get it now, but it's like halfway there because I've only been here so long.
Yeah.
And then Cass just sounds like so educated.
I was raised by hippies, so I imagine I have some of that West Coast in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Have I talked to you guys about the extent of my hippie upbringing?
Yes. No.
just that your dad.
Yes, as in
aren't you
tell
named
us.
after
A
311?
Grateful Dead song, right?
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
us,
named after a fucking
please.
311 song.
Yeah,
no,
tell
I'm
us
named
some hippie
after
stuff.
I'm named after a Grateful Dead song, and my dad followed them. He toured with them for like a full year,
Yes.
just going to shows, fucking smoking pot and dropping acid.
So
And then I was born. That's why I'm all fucked up.
so let me ask you something about your dad.
About my dad?
Yeah.
Okay,
He big Grateful Dead fan, right?
big Grateful Dead fan.
So if he had to choose his ice cream, would you say he's a Cherry Garcia type of guy?
Yeah.
No, let that silence. sit
No.
there. Let him. fucking
You
sit.
don't get laughs for that, Andrew.
Wait, because like and I mean this in the most non-insulting way, Cassidy.
Mhm.
But
Mm,
like I believe that your mom could be a hippie.
yeah.
Was a hippie, because even her outfit on the day before your wedding was like such a. That's why I was like, is she a teacher? Am I misremembering this? She's just so cute,
I'm so sad I didn't get to meet Cassidy's mom.
dude. She
So my plan is when I do meet her,
Yeah.
I'm going to act like I was at the wedding and just make it like, oh, you don't remember?
So nice to see you again.
You would do that, Cassidy. I
I'm
want
just
to
waiting
hear,
for
I
the
want to hear
next
some
wedding.
hippie stuff.
Some hippie stuff. I mean, so
Like,
God,
what
I
is
don't
the
know.
most
We-
hippie thing that your parents did, apart from your name?
there are some great pictures of me as a baby, my mom with really long hippie hair,
Yeah.
my dad with really long hippie hair, and my dad in like a tie-dye shirt, and they're holding me like it's a fucking John Lennon photo shoot. And you can just hear like the sitars in the background, and you can see the incense and the pot smoke all around the photos.
God. So
pretty
like,
nice.
what do you think? What do you think is your like mom's stance on crystals?
I don't think we're that far, but
Okay.
she is someone that I would categorize as not religious, but spiritual.
yes.
Oh man, me and her, man. Oh man.
So there you go. There's a little peek in my upbringing. So pretty much the exact opposite of Andrew.
Your dad does not come off as like someone who ever
No,
was
no, he had
into
like
hippie culture.
he looked very formal for the, but I think it was just because of the wedding. But yeah, like
He put a suit on.
yeah.
Yeah.
A hemp suit.
A suit made out of hemp. That's all right.
Man, your parents are so cool, dude.
Yeah.
My parents are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. Anything from the chat?
Ian,
Moises
Oh,
hit us
was
with a nice compliment. He said this is our finest work yet.
Oh.
Oh,
Aw.
Oh, what a
Moses, you're a
sweet
nice
kid.
boy.
Little baby Moises. I still want to. I missed the episode where both Moises and Blessing were on, and I think
Same.
that we need to have them back on.
Not
Because here's the
Moises,
thing,
yeah, I like
and
Barnes
everybody gives Blessing shit for his hot takes, but that dude says some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody calls him on it.
I
hear
call it
some of
on
the
him all
things
the
he says,
time. I call it all
But
the
on
time.
Twitter, everybody's like, "Oh, that Blessing, he's such a nice boy. Everybody likes him. Look at his breakdancing; it's so nice." But then you hear him in the Discord chat, and he's saying some heinous garbage.
Yeah.
That's why the other day he was
Someone needs to
tweeting.
bring him to
He
justice.
was tweeting out saying like, "Oh, I don't do hot takes anymore." I'm like, "Blessing, you still do hot takes. They're just in DMs now rather than on public Twitter." I'm gonna have to start snapping some of this.
We need to
Peek
get your
behind the
dad on
curtain.
Moises.
Yeah.
What is
Oh,
this?
who's
Moises
that?
doing
My
this?
dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck.
Wait, we need to get him on Moises?
Moises
Yeah.
is a peeping Tom confirmed.
She,
That's
I
not
didn't.
what I'm getting at.
No,
Never mind.
no, we're not saying that.
I didn't. I'm just
Nope.
repeating Cassidy.
I think at some point we're gonna have to have a segment.
I-
I don't know if my dad will be able to handle a whole episode.
Oh man, it's just like
if your dad comes on the show, that's the last episode we're ever recording because it's not getting any better.
But I think like a good 5-10 minute segment.
like when we had Sam's mom on.
Yeah.
I feel like
That was good. That was a good moment.
he loves to tell stories. I feel like I've told a lot of his stories.
man, that's all he did when I was there. Like, that's how I knew like 100 billion stories about your life. Like, he just was like story
I'm
after
asking if he's
story
still
after
on the
story.
phone.
He loves to tell. His favorite story to tell is that ball pit story that I told
Yeah.
about where I pooped in the ball pit. Every time I bring someone new to the house, he's like, "Oh, do you ever hear the story about when Andrew pooped in the ball pit?"
Oh my god.
He said it's just a sad story. This is at a McDonald's, right? Like the fun zone.
Yeah.
And that's why those aren't around anymore. This is your fault.
Yeah, like literally.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh
Oh
man.
man. I mean, come on. Every kid was pissing in the ball pit.
No,
It always
no,
smelled
we
like
were
piss.
not.
No.
Dude,
Yes,
those
you
things are
were,
so
dude.
Gross. I as a
Everybody
kid was too smart for that.
Nah,
Like-
I pissed in the like the swimming pools, but not in a ball pit.
If
I
I
was
can be
always-
inside
did
of
you
it,
ever
I
hear
pee
about. Oh my god!
He cheats
Did
his
you guys
bed
ever
the
hear
way he
that
cheats his
thing?
toilet.
Where if you like pee in a pool, it'll like turn red and everyone will know you pee
Yes.
in it.
Yes.
Oh, that's like the new dye they're doing, right?
Yeah, the new
No,
dad.
that like that scared the shit out of me, so I never did it, and I always just like peed in the ocean.
Dude,
But I was
somebody
always
told
too
me
afraid
that
to pee in a
when I
pool.
was a kid that if I peed in the pool, a ring would appear, like a purple ring.
Yeah,
But it never happened ever. I was like, every time I would pee in the pool, I'd be like, "Oh shit, is today the day?"
It's today the red
But it
ring
never
of
happened,
death.
so I've just grown to assume that everyone was lying. Like it was just a scare tactic.
Yeah.
I think there are certain like water parks or things that have like a dye in the water that is triggered by urine. I think that's a thing,
No.
but I've never
that was like that
experienced it.
South Park episode where everything was too peed in.
Too peed in.
You guys
Wait,
ever
so
get
Elmer, I
wild?
see this sticker on the back of your hand. Where'd you go last night?
Oh, that's wow. I don't even know how you fucking saw that. That's crazy.
Call me
I have
Eagle-Eyed Sam.
I have a stamp on my hand from this bar I went to, which actually, Sam, thank you for bringing that up because I have an interesting story that happened. So I live in a college town, which is just the fucking worst sometimes, you know, especially because I'm not really like, you know, that culture. I'm not too connected. But me and my roommate, we went out to this bar, and I closed out my tab, and I'm like, I had some beers, but I was like fucking sober, you know, like I
Yeah.
was fine.
Yeah.
And I closed out my tab, and he's behind me, and he's about to close out his, and I'm like, okay, I'll meet you outside. Like it's just like getting kind of busy, so I want to step outside, and I'm just like outside, like on my phone, and this dude comes up to me, who's clearly like just out of his mind, drunk, and he's one of these are like the worst drunk people you can find in downtown Columbia, which are like the dads, you know. Like someone who came to Mizzou like 15 years ago and is now back. Like last night there was a basketball game, so he probably came back to watch the basketball game, and he's just a fucking sad husk of a man.
Mm.
And he's just like pulling out a cigarette, putting it in his mouth. Like he misses like 3 times, but eventually gets it in his mouth, lights it, and he's like, "These things are so bad for you, huh?" And I thought he was doing like a meme, you know, like just trying to
Yeah.
like a dad joke. And I'm like, yeah, they'll get you. And he's like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Oh no.
Jesus,
It's like,
you
right?
You,
Like,
you
I
like
didn't
went
think I-
straight into the trap. Like you walked in like hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
This is like my worst nightmare.
dude. And I usually feel like I'm pretty good at diffusing the situations, but I didn't even like start this. I didn't even want to be in this. So, I'm just like, oh, I just mean like I used to smoke too, but you know it's hard to quit, whatever. And he's like, yeah, my wife hates it, but you know, fucker. I just like, dude, what? Like, and I'm just like still trying to like just scroll through Twitter, and I'm like, fucking Lucas, hurry up, get out. And then he just starts telling me about like how like shitty his relationship with his wife is.
Oh,
But the
no.
whole time, every time he's telling me something shitty about his wife, it's like a thing that like, no, that seems like she's a nice like he's like, yeah, and she hates it when she won't let me drink like past midnight or something. I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't sound like she's evil. It
Yeah.
sounds like she's pretty reasonable. And like it's just a bunch of shit like that. And then at this point I'm texting
I come
my
home
roommate.
and she's got dinner on the table. Sometimes it's something I don't want.
She made my steak rare, and I like medium rare.
Yeah,
Wait, so
but-
Cass, I want to know what you would have done in this situation. If this guy
I probably-
escalated things.
I'm out of there, dude. I'm like, oh,
No,
I didn't mean
Cass
it like
could've
that.
diffused
I'm gonna go back in the. I don't want to do this. I'm bad. I'm a bad de-escalator when I don't know the person.
What about the dream version of you? Like if in any situation, what would you have done?
I probably
like-
would have pulled a NATO and just snapped this guy's leg. Just I can feel that tension rising, and so I just jump with both legs onto the guy's kneecap like NATO did, and then I run away. And Amber's in the bar, but you know, she's okay.
You gotta cut your losses. But oh god, what was I gonna say? Oh, the dumbest thing this guy said was that his wife won't let him get like a tattoo of his favorite movie, and I had to bite. I had to fucking ask what his favorite movie was. And when his favorite movie is Rocky, and he wants to get like Sylvester Stallone's face on his like pecs.
What?
And I'm just like, oh, that's
Oh, man,
that's
that's a bad
awesome,
one.
man. That shit is cool. So yeah. Then my roommate comes out, and I'm like, oh hey guy, we're gonna go now. And we walk home.
We gotta
And
get
I'm
the
just
fuck out of here.
baffled. Oh man, like I take so much pride in the fact that like I'm just happy. I know I'll never make someone that uncomfortable in my life. You know, as I don't think I could even accidentally step on a landmine like that, where I just like know I ruined someone's night.
Jesus.
I can't like fathom people like that. They're just so. I mean, I guess he was drunk, but that's not like really an excuse, you know. Like people that just don't have that fucking social filter.
Well, they're the people that will just like open up to you, right? You
Yeah,
walk by
yeah.
someone and it's like, hey, how's it going? It's like, pretty bad. My dog died last night. It's like, oh, buddy, I wasn't really looking for this.
I didn't want to get into
You know,
this.
pretty good. That's all I really wanted out of this interaction.
No.
Yeah, I do a joke on stage about that, about how like, hi, how are you means nothing, you know? Like
yeah.
it might as well just mean
We
hi.
don't really want to know.
No.
Yeah. Because the moment you tell someone like, what the fuck's going on, like that's when red flags are, you know, like if someone actually answers that question genuinely,
Well, that's
never a good.
That's why good day is such a good like expression, because like I'm that slack that I don't even want to say good day to you. I'm just saying good day, and then like cause I'm in and out. Like that's why like it's we Australians like where we figured out we shorten everything, because everyone knows if I'm shortening something that much, I don't want to really put too much effort into the conversation with you. I want to be like, good day, see you later, I'm gone, goodbay.
Straya, mate.
Yeah,
By the way,
you never get a conversation.
real quick, there is no such thing as a urine indicator dye.
Wow, so
It is
it's always
the
been a myth.
most common pool myth of all time. It does not exist. So
Really?
everyone,
Damn.
be
They got us, man.
They got us.
I think they just don't want.
I'm gonna go on a vendetta for everybody who fucking lied to me.
Just start crossing names off the list.
Wow,
The
wow.
world's full of fucking liars.
Can you guys think of anything else like that? That like was totally a myth that you got goofed on as a child? Because like my parents were not like, I don't know, like the Santa Claus stuff, the Tooth Fairy shit. Like no one in my household really tried for any of that stuff, you know. So
here's
I can't really
here's the thing that sticks out to me is like all the fucking Nintendo myths,
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
video
yeah.
game shit.
Yeah.
of like, if you go to the truck and if you push under the truck, you'll find Mew and like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Totally bought
Yeah.
that shit. Totally
Did
hook,
you
line, and
guys
sinker.
did you
I
guys have like
Not be doing that.
like
the way to play it though was to always be like skeptical.
yeah.
Be like, yeah, sure, you're lying, and then go home immediately after
Yeah, and
school
try
be
it
like,
yourself.
I'm gonna fucking try it right now.
Yeah. All right.
Do you guys remember Jam Pack?
Jam Pack?
Like the
Mm.
PS2 demo discs?
No.
No, I remember.
Oh yeah,
demo
yeah,
discs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. There was one that had like one of the first CDs I ever owned was Jam Pack like 12 or something, and it was like it had one of the Ratchet and Clanks in it. It must have been like Full Commando, something Commando, Going Commando.
Going Commando.
Yeah. And every time like kids, this is like this is probably this is my inception of like meme culture. Like, this is when I knew comedy was calling to me. I used to tell people, because I never played the full Ratchet and Clank, I just had that demo. So when people would ask me like about video game stuff, I would just describe the level in Ratchet and Clank without saying the character names. So I would just tell them how to do something based on the one level in Ratchet and Clank I played. And so I was the kid that lied to you guys.
So
No.
like regardless of the game, if I was
Yeah.
like, hey, I need some help with Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, check it out. So
You're like-
right when you spawn, you gotta go straight, make a right at the platform, just do the jump and then the circle button so you can swing on the thing, and then when you get there, pick up the I remember it still.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
That seems
god.
plausible.
God. All right, I got a question for Andrew. Andrew,
Yes.
we're talking about like myths and stuff like that. But did you like I've heard that like people always say like drop bears for Australia and all that. But like I hear one about like the Jersey Devil. Was that ever a
Oh,
thing?
okay.
Like was there ever stories like when you were kids and stuff like? Did you go hunting for it or anything like that?
I mean, there's like a weird culture in New Jersey. I don't know if it's like this anywhere else, but
Yeah.
we have a book called Weird New Jersey.
Yeah, I've heard of this book.
We have that.
Oh, you guys
There's a
do
weird
have that.
Michigan.
Okay.
What?
I never knew if it was like only a New Jersey thing. So there's like it's like part of growing up here to be like, I want to go look for like the Jersey Devil or like a weird New Jersey spot. So like as soon as we were old enough to like know somebody who could get us there, we started going to like these just weird, creepy things. And they never lived up to the hype. They were always pretty shitty.
Yeah.
But it definitely was a thing that like we did. It was like, you know, a place to go and be scared and like break the rules and look for shit. If you're dumb like we were when we were kids, you write your name on something and then the cops come and get you. Yes, you rode. So
You guys ever fuck with like haunted houses?
Nah, too
yeah, actually, I went to a haunted house right before Halloween. I took my brother, and this place was legit. I used to play Manhunt in this place when we knew a girl who worked there, and when it was closed down like for the season, we used to play Manhunt in it. And now they've turned it into like a fucking legit place. Like I had to crawl on the floor and everything.
Jesus.
It was crazy.
That's
You
too
would
much
play
for me.
Manhunt like you would reenact the game Manhunt?
No, like we would play the game Manhunt.
I don't know that game.
No one knows
Like it's
what
like
that
hide and
is.
seek, but with teams.
Really?
You've never
I've
heard of
never
this?
heard of
No.
Why?
No.
So
What?
yeah. Manhunt, eh?
Yeah, I
You-
thought
That's
it was
like a
that
pretty
super
intense
violent
name.
Rockstar game.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah. I assumed you were sneaking up behind people with like grocery bags and just fucking taking them out.
Yeah, so we actually used to just like, you know, run around the haunted house and fucking suffocate each other. That's like, do
10
you guys
dead
have the
kids by the
choking
end of the
game?
night.
The choking game?
Was the choking game? Did we ever talk about this?
No, what is the
choking
choking game?
No, but I think I do know what this one is.
Oh,
Dude,
I
when we
know
were in
that.
elementary school one time, we had an assembly, like the police came and they were like, the choking game. Don't play it. But then it was like, it's
Yeah, we
also
had this
referred
too.
to as Space Monkey. And I was
Yeah.
like, what? And it was basically like you would have your friend choke you to like just the cusp
Oh,
Yeah.
of suffocation of like passing out,
What?
and you would get
Yeah,
supposed to get
Autoerotic
high off of it.
asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Yep.
You kids are
We did
starting
that-
it.
We had that shit at our school.
We do the one where you like held your breath in, and then people push on your chest against the wall until you fucking pass out or are about to pass out. The same
What?
thing. Yeah, if you hold your breath in deep enough and you have fucking pressure being put on your chest, it's the same thing as being choked.
Kids are
out.
fucked up, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
played
they
that
are.
in middle school. Which is weird because you do get that like light, like high. And that's when I knew.
Shout out to Robert in
And
the
that's
chat.
when you...
Which Robert?
Or our Robert.
My
What's
Robert?
he saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna say our Robert because I like Robert too. So
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna take him as my own.
Well, shout out to Robert. And shout out to everyone else who is watching live on NATO's channel, on the 4 Yanks 1 Aussie channel, or on twitch.tv/OKBeast now. We are going to be kicking it back over to them very shortly, but we appreciate everyone watching. We appreciate everyone who's listening later. We might try and fuck with some more of these live episodes. We'll see.
Yeah, this is a
Don't
lot
forget to follow
easier than
there's-
I thought.
There's 17
Yeah.
people in here right now. I want all 17 of you to tweet us a picture of yourself right now. Or
Yeah.
at 4Yanks1 Aussie on Twitter.
Waist up only. Waist up only.
We also got $100 donated during the stream, thanks to me. And so we've got some new 4 Yanks 1 Aussie merch coming up.
Hey, boy.
So
gonna
that'll
donate later, too.
happen sometime soon. Maybe get yourself a nice winter sweater.
I would love a nice 4 Yanks on Aussie sweater.
4Yanks1 Aussie ugly sweater. Let's do that.
If you do
That's,
want to donate, you can head to the link on the overlay. It's also on the OKBeast Twitter account. That's at OKBeast now. You can follow us at 4Yanks1 Aussie. You can follow me at Sergeant Cass. You can follow our friend NATO at NatoJ18. You can follow Sam Atherton at Superior Smath, Elmer at Elmer Does, and Andrew Street with Street Sweeper, only one R. Thank you again very much for listening. Thank you to our friends at OK Beast. We love you all. Even though we meme on you, we joke on you. We don't love Clay Aiken, but we
Is
do
that
love him.
Alex Van Aiken or Idle Clay Aiken?
The indie
Yeah,
boy
they
in the
both
chat
do
says,
relevant as
"See,
well."
I just smoked weed to get high."
I think that's Mark.
That's-
What?
I'm pretty sure that's Mark.
That's exactly the point that
Yeah.
we're
That's
trying
who?
to make the entire show.
Mark, you would have probably met him at Kind of Funny Live.
Mark
Mark
Echo?
Freeman.
Is Mark Echo,
Echo,
does
Echo,
he still
Echo.
exist?
And
In
get
my
out. We will
mind.
see you next week.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
And
We
we
love
you.
Oh wait, come watch us play PUBG next.
Oh yeah, we're playing
yeah,
PUBG.
yeah,
yeah.
we're playing
PUBG.
PUBG.
With
Yeah.
the OK Beast crew.
Yeah. They're doing well, we can finish up the pod here, but we can keep going. We'll still be on for 5 more minutes. They're just pulling up at home, so you can deal
Alright.
with us.
Oh, this is the
Oh,
post
dope.
show.
So behind the curtain, everyone can stop recording their audio now.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
See, now we're just hanging out.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
pressure's off. Holy shit.
fuck.
I
All right,
can
so
get
we're
back
not
to
gonna
all
write
the
this
story.
I've met.
Now.
I feel like I met
Yeah.
Mark Freeman.
Yeah, it is Mark Freeman. Yeah, you would
Yeah,
have
I
met
met
him.
Mark
You would have met him at Kind of Funny Live.
He's the
Oh yeah.
the handsome dude with the accent.
Met a lot of those.
I've never met one.
My
Except
favorite of those being Robert Jr.
Robert Ryan Mackey Jr.
Oh.
is
Oh,
pretty
Mark
good.
Freeman. He tweeted, "Thank you, Mark Freeman."
That's so funny. Yes.
Yes.
Mark Freeman. What a dude. What a dude.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I do know Mark,
Yeah,
and this
you
is
do
an
know Mark.
amazing picture.
Yeah, seriously.
So anyone in chat, just got quick questions for us before we hand it back over. Anything you want us to talk about? I did see here. We will talk about. I think it was. Yeah, here we go. Pixel. So Christian asked about Australian holidays and winter, and then
Ooh.
he realized that that it's not winter here; it's actually summer. And so Australian like Christmases are pretty like easy because we usually go to somebody's house with a pool because it's usually, especially in Perth, where it's like really, really hot. It's like usually 90 plus degrees Fahrenheit. So we go to usually whatever family member owns a pool, we go there. And yeah, we just sit around the pool, sit in our shorts and flip flops / thongs, and
Thongs.
have lamb roast. You guys don't eat lamb that much in America, do you?
I love it, but it's rare. It's hard to find it.
It's definitely a
Like halal
delicacy.
food or Mediterranean food, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say you see it a lot in Mediterranean food.
Yeah, that's
in,
such
like,
a weird thing
falafel or
because like
something.
lamb is like everywhere
I guess.
in Australia. Like lamb is like a main dish. Because like you guys,
It's really good.
yeah, God, like a lamb roast is better than any roast ever. Lamb roast is just delicious. Big fucking lamb leg. God,
Show
that's
you
good.
a lamb leg.
Oh, I wish
You're a
you-
big fucking lamb leg.
I wish
if I
you
ever
would.
saw
Yeah.
one. So what's the next Switch game I need to buy?
Switch.
Zelda.
Zelda.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
No, Zelda.
I mean,
When's that come
Zelda
out?
could be the
Oh, you
game-
don't have Zelda yet? Then get fucking Zelda, dude.
Okay. All right.
Xenoblade comes out December 7th.
Wow.
I'm hyped for that shit.
Day Pro.
Fair enough.
What are you saying fair enough for?
No, I was saying fair enough to you. Jesus, coming at me. God.
I'm ready, dude.
You're ready for some memes, aren't you, on
fired up.
PUBG?
I'm excited for PUBG right now. So how are we doing this? How are we gonna play together? A private server?
I have no idea what's going on. I
'cause
think
it's gonna be
it's
hard
only
to
going to
get
be a few of us, and then we'll just rotate through.
Yeah.
We can do live commentary.
Yeah.
I like esports.
Oh, you know what? Let me get my fucking donation in.
Yeah, I'm trying to do
Why
that
are
right
you
now.
screen sharing at the moment? Oh,
Oh
God.
shit! I'm screen sharing. Fuck.
Yeah.
Let me screen share while I donate. So if you see my credit card,
Yeah.
Just be cool about it.
Yeah, just don't.
We ready? All right.
Just
We're switching back over to OK Beast. Just donate
Thanks
for
for,
the kids. Thanks for
tuning in,
thanks for
everyone.
hanging out with us. I'll still be helping out. Most of these guys will probably still be in with the Discord and all that in the OKB stream. It is now 20 past 12 at night. So after PUBG, I'll probably be going to bed, and these guys will be hanging out with yous as well.
Yeah.
All right,
trucking
switch it
over.
over, Alex.
Bye.
Bye, all.
Peace out, yo.
Man, I fucking hate anime. I hope the stream catches that when it catches up.
Yeah. Well, I'm still streaming.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ending my stream. Goodbye, all.
Bye.
Bye.